When the woman woke up, she found herself locked in an iron box. She bites the red ropes on her hands and feet, but what she didn't realize was that as soon as she untied the ropes, she was startled by the sound of an alarm. When Daisy turned her head to see, a small hole opened up of its own accord. The only thing she could see was the waves. It was only then that she realized she was in a new kind of cell. It turns out that after 200 years, the crime rate has risen. Ordinary cells could no longer accommodate criminals. The authorities immediately developed a new type of cell. The prisoners were taken to the countryside in steel boxes. This reduces the pressure on the city cells. But for Daisy inside the box, it was torture. It was only through a screen on the wall that she found out she was going to spend 7 years in a steel box. She was devastated. She was a good citizen who had never done anything wrong before. This was a deliberate attempt to set her up, but she's on a reef in the middle of the ocean. At this point, she even had problems eating. The next morning, the hole was opened again. Daisy struggled to get up and took the bowl to get something to eat, but it was all in vain. She had to wait for the delivery person to come. She wanted to try to escape, and that's when she noticed the pillars above her head. She tried to touch them, but she doesn't realize that there's an electric current. Obviously, there's no way out of here. She had to feel her way around the walls, and then Daisy realized there was a catch underneath the wall. She tried to break it with her hand, but she didn't realize there was still electricity. Meanwhile, her restlessness was being recorded by a probe in the corner. Before she could find a way out, the box sounded the alarm again. Daisy panicked. The pillar above her head plummeted. She screamed for help, but there was no one there in the middle of nowhere. The pillar was about to crush her, but it stopped just as it was about to touch her, because it was a warning from the system. Every prisoner is given a chance to be punished. After this, Daisy was at peace with herself. She just waited for the delivery person to come and tell her story of how she was wrongly accused.